Clancy releases in 5 days. 5 days until Doomsday, if you shall. And I thought, given my absolute failure in predicting anything in my last album prediction video, honestly, it looks like my prediction for Psy was more accurate for this album at this point, that I would go over some of my personal speculations and predictions based on my own thoughts and the teasers the pilots have given us. This video was inspired by the blonde Clikkie's own predictions of what's going to happen in the album, so please go watch that video first and give the channel some support and love because that video is honestly really good and it's really funny. Also, I am aware that the album leaked and the official listening parties have already started, but I'm not going to be able to listen to the album until the 31st of May, so please don't spoil anything for me in the comments.
No.
I'm not going to delve too much into what I expect each specific song to cover because then I'd be here all day and I'd just look silly if I was wrong. Instead, I'm going to predict which songs will have lore-related music videos assigned to them. In previous eras, the most we've had for lore music videos is 3 in Trench, Psy only having 2 and Blurryface technically only having 1. I think it's more likely that we'll get 3 lore music videos, although I do think there is a potential for a 4th with how much ground could need covering. We already have Overcompensate as the first lore music video. I think Paladin Strait is the obvious contender for a lore music video since it quite literally is named after a location in the story. Not only that, but this is the final song on the album, the one to wrap up 9 years of storytelling. It would make sense for it to be the final piece of the puzzle. My other 2 potential predictions are Navigating and Snapback. Navigating in itself reminds me of the Banditos navigating through Trench to get back to Dema, whilst the title itself could imply Tyler is navigating his newfound confidence and role as the leader of the Banditos. The Trench story has a lot of themes of journeys, such as the journey of mental health, and whilst Clancy previously was alone and clueless, he now has something to help him navigate around. As for Snapback, to snap back means to return to a previous condition, which could potentially match the return to Dema / return to that state of mind to defeat it that we see in the end of Overcompensate. In line with the Snapback prediction, I do believe that we will see Tyler get seized, which could potentially appear in Snapback, because it does seem a little silly to me if the bishops forget that they can just seize Tyler. That's the whole point of him being an exception.
No.
So, a few weeks back, on Reddit, someone posted a review of the entirety of Clancy, claiming to be someone behind the scenes who had been given the album early to provide their critique. Tyler responded to this review, because it was fake, and noted that there was something in Paladin Strait that would have definitely been mentioned if it was real. This, as a result, got me curious, and so a whole section is dedicated to Paladin Strait. We know that it is going to be a lore song lyrically, much like Nico and the Niners or No Chances, which explicitly mention Dema lore, because the title refers to a story location. That, and it's 6 minutes long, the longest pilot song we have gotten. I personally think Paladin Strait may be a summary of sorts of the entirety of the journey, as Paladin Strait is a stretch of water one has to sail across to get to Dema. I also think the song may potentially prove the theory about Clancy being a pseudonym right, that being the big reveal Tyler was talking about, as we pretty much know everything about the Dema lore except Clancy themselves.
No.
In a recent interview, the pilots mentioned that the final battle would happen after the release of the album, which instantly caused a lot of sirens to sound the alarm in the click, because as far as we were concerned, the lore was ending May 24th with the release of all the music videos. There's been frequent speculation online about how this final battle will be portrayed. Will it be a music video? Will it be in live concerts like the story they told during the Trench era? My personal opinion is that we'll get another form of the I Am Clancy video. I don't think they'd stagger any music videos to release later. Tyler seems pretty intent to drop them all at once, nor do I think they would lock the ending of the story essentially behind a paywall, given that many fans couldn't get tickets due to funds, availability, or location. It would make sense for them to release a cinematic-esque video like I Am Clancy to round off the story and explain the ending clearly. I predict this could be released on the anniversary of Trench, the anniversary of Rebellion, as Trench turns 5 years old this year. Or it could be released on the anniversary of the Heavy Dirty Soul music video, as that is the first event in the story, the first lore-related music video.
No.
Tyler confirmed over in his Twitter likes a while back that Lavish is the music video with the suits we have seen a few images of. This just seems like the type of song that would have the Josh Dunn lyric we receive every era. That's it, enough said.
No.
This is actually a common theory / prediction I've seen online, but many people believe that Oldie Station will contain a sample from one of their unreleased albums, given the name seems to mean an old radio station that older people may love, most likely translating to older fans or fans of the older album. The contenders for the sampling, for me, are Slowtown, Glowing Eyes, Kitchen Sink, Anathema, Pantaloon, or Johnny Boy. They have that sort of mellow beat that I think could potentially fit the song, judging by the sound. This doesn't sound like it's going to be a heavy or dark song by the title. That's my final predictions for the content of Clancy. I've been a little sleep deprived this week, so maybe these predictions make absolutely no sense. As I mentioned earlier, I will not be able to listen to the album until the 31st of May, and that's because from the 24th of May, I'm going to be on a week's holiday, and I'd rather be able to record my authentic reaction than listen to the song during my downtime and then not be able to give my first thoughts and honest thoughts. So please spare some pity and sympathy for your poor ClickTuber, because I can't listen to it for an extra week. So if I don't respond to your comments asking about thoughts, or I just don't look at the comments at all, because I know I have a habit of liking and responding to most comments, please don't take it personally. I am just not listening or looking at anything until the 31st of May so I don't get spoiled, because I want to be able to experience what everybody else gets to experience on the 24th. Either way, thank you for watching this video. I can't believe we are so close now to the release of Clancy.